All right. Good morning, YouTube. How you doing? It's Max. I I'm just gonna get right into it. Hopefully by the end of this video, I will be 99 Slayer. Um, I'm really close, about 31,000 experience till 99 Slayer. It's been quite the journey, and I figured I would just kind of put this make a video of this just to document leading up to it. I kind of feel like maybe I could have made videos getting all the 99s, but I don't know. During this journey, I wasn't even really making videos a lot of the time, but for this one, I feel like it's been such a long skill. Um, I'm just going to make the video. Um, yeah, so this is gonna probably be super candid. I'm just gonna be doing Jad, which is the last task. First, let's go get the gloves and just make sure everything's good before I even get geared up. Yeah. You know what I kind of want to do? I've had the normal Slayer helmet this entire time. I kind of want to upgrade it to the whatever Dark Claw one. I think that's what you do. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see. So we'll go to the Slayer Master. We have to get the Jad task. I have it stored up for this moment. Drake's, that's fine. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna do Slayer is. I might cancel that in the future, but so I've got this about 6,000 points. I'm gonna swap to the Jad task. This should be 37,000 points in total. I think it's like I don't know, 12,000 to do the caves and then like 25,000 for Jad. So by the end of this, we should get 99. And then I wanted to get the helmet. I don't know if this is, yeah, so learn how to make it. I've never made one of these, but I have so many points just from this. I haven't really been canceling as much as I probably could be. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna learn how to do that. I've never done this. Do I just assemble it? Cool. Yeah, we got the purple helmet for this. Um, I like this one. I want to get the max cape that's purple. As you can see, we're almost there too. After this, it's all downhill. We just need defense and attack. So I'll probably grind out Nightmare Zone and just kind of AFK that. Um, but yeah, so let's see. We got the Jad task. We need to refresh our stats. We need to change to Ancients. Um, so we'll go in here. Ancients. I just want to make sure I'm doing all this right because I had this stored up. We gotta refresh our stats, and then we'll go to, I believe, more all rec for the fire cape. It's giving me kind of like, back when you do your first fire cape. Like I've done, this is my 13th cape, I think, on this account. The past 4 days, I've done fire capes, I think. So this shouldn't be something that is uh new to me at all. I also want to get my screenshot ready because I've been taking screenshots of all the 99s I've gotten, so just want to make sure I got that ready. All right, so we got the Jad tab. We'll get this. I think we have everything set up. That should be enough diamond bolts. We'll check out my blowpipe as well. Make sure we got enough. 72%, that should be fine. All right. Got that. Am I wearing the purple? Yeah, I am. All right. So we're good there. Ooh. All right. Got Missouri chaps. We'll get that. These. Don't need two of them. I'll just get one. There's probably a more efficient way to do all this stuff, but I'm just taking my time. 10 of these, get two more, get arrange this, and we need to update this to the ancients. That should be enough runes, I think. Looks like I'm kind of under on blood runes and death runes, but should be enough for this fight cave. All right. we got that ice barrage. I don't know. This is the most nervous thing. Um, all right. I think we are ready to go in. I'm just like double checking myself because, this is probably the only time I'll really, you know, if I mess this up, then, yeah. All right. So, fight capes, fire cape, fight caves. We're going in. So, wave one, this probably take like a good 40 or so minutes. Feel free to skip to the end if, I even upload this and do it correctly. But here we go. Don't even know if I'm going to talk that much through this because it's going to focus. Wave three. Oop, gotta get these guys. Just keep like feeling myself like about to smile or something because it's like such a crazy feeling thinking that this is going to be over soon. Ooh, there's this I feel like none of my thoughts are going to be super coherent during this. So I might just ramble just to help the time pass a little bit faster. It's definitely like nerve-wracking doing this on camera because I don't know. I'm just not used to being on camera in general, but one of the things that I kind of think about a lot when I'm playing this game is there's this uh, author slash YouTuber named Mark Manson. I think it was. I don't think maybe he did quote this, but there is this quote that kind of I think about a lot, and got this, and it's something along the lines of we kind of have this goal in life to like this is just an example, but to like let's say you want to own a Ferrari and you know the Ferrari has this kind of status that comes with it that you know people it might be a symbol of wealth, it might be a symbol of like competency, whatever that kind of means to you owning a Ferrari. It might just be cool to own one. And something I guess that I think he talks about is it's not really about owning the Ferrari, it's more about owning the feeling of owning a Ferrari. And I think about that a lot when I play like a game like RuneScape because like at the end of the day like and this is just my like opinion on things. I feel like everything is inherently like kind of meaningless, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because we can ascribe meaning to things. So like the thing with owning a Ferrari is that it's super expensive. Um and again, forgive me if I'm like butchering this point completely, but owning a Ferrari is like something that's like expensive, but the satisfaction of owning it, maybe it's not fleeting to everybody, but to me, I guess like whenever I've kind of like owned something material or even accomplished any goal, it feels like the feeling is fleeting of owning a Ferrari, but it costs so much money, and I guess some people that might be their end goal, but there's always going to be something else after owning a Ferrari. You might want to own a bigger house, or you might want to go travel to this i- really cool destination or something. There's always going to be something else. I think a lot of the times we again, don't know if I'm this I don't even know if what I'm saying is something I agree with. I'm just kind of ranting right now. Usually I like to write my thoughts down before I talk, but just to make sure it's like, is this how I want to present this point? Is this how I want it to come across? But I'm just killing time right now. But yeah, the whole Ferrari thing. It's like there's always going to be something else. Um, yeah. And I guess what I want to my point to be like is that because there's always going to be like something else. I feel like we always think that when we do this thing, that's going to be it. We're going to be satisfied for the rest of our lives, but that's never really the case. And I think his point in this, uh, his Mark Manson or whoever came up with this quote, is that you want to own the feeling of owning a Ferrari as opposed to owning the Ferrari itself. And it's like, how do I capture owning um, that feeling of owning a Ferrari? And I don't know if RuneScape is like a good game that like you capture the feeling of owning a Ferrari or not. But I guess for me, it's like I feel like there's something about this game that like just hits differently than other games. And I really don't know where I'm going with this at all. But I think it has something to do with like the work that you put into it rather than like the um yeah, like there's just something about like the effort that you put into this game as opposed to like some other games. Like maybe there's like this thing where, hard work um is just some sort of like sorry, I'm really not articulating anything well right now. Oh gosh, but there's something about hard work that I think we often view it as a bad thing, like something that's stressful. And I think that like one of the best feelings is when you put in like hard work over something, and it's I think that feeling of like after a day of work, where you got things accomplished, and yeah, I think that's just like the owning the Ferrari feeling for me. So it's not necessarily about like owning a Ferrari because like you could have been gifted the Ferrari, and then it's like what does that mean? Is it just like you have oh, I forgot to freeze him. Uh, blood spill to get some. Don't want to take any chances. Um, yeah. So like owning the Ferrari, I feel like there's some sort of like, is it because you own the Ferrari or is it because you like put in all that effort of working a job to finally get the money to eventually get the Ferrari. And I feel like it's that that journey, that putting in the effort to eventually get the Ferrari. Because I think being like handed a Ferrari as a gift isn't really something that like makes us get that feeling. I should probably use a stamina. Oop. Oh gosh, I am not doing too well on this one. This is gonna be my. Oh, I am not focused at all. I better be able to get this. Uh, I'm just, yeah, we got this, but it's not a clean, my least clean fight caves. Hopefully, I don't mess this up for Jad, but yeah, I think just like owning the Ferrari itself is, oh man, can tell like how like weird this is for me, but I think my, oh, this is just a long time coming. It's not even the max cape yet. It's just getting Slayer, which I think is like my least favorite one that I've done so far. But in it being my least favorite one, it like means the most, you know? It's like the most sacrifice out of any skill. I guess like maybe some people it's agility, maybe some people it's rune crafting, but there's just something about that feeling that it's kind of addicting. I feel like it means something. Like thinking about like things that I've done in life, like going to college, graduating, um, buying a house. Oh, can I go that? Um, getting married. There's a lot of like impressive things that I guess for me that like check off that bucket list that I I've always wanted to like do. And so I think like for some reason doing this has always been kind of like one of them. Um and I can't think of like another video game where I have had like a bucket list. Like it's been like that significant to be um considered like a bucket list for me. Like I'm thinking of like games that I've played growing up. Like I played NHL games. I feel like I'm not doing that much damage today. I don't know. Maybe I'm just oh gosh. I played NHL games growing up. I played Mario games growing up. I played Stardew Valley. I 100%ed Stardew Valley, and that felt like an accomplishment. But like, I don't know. There's just any other game I've like played. There's it's never felt like this this challenging. Like there's challenge for sure, but it's like something that's like you have to be so like persistent with this stuff, and it's not like hard. Like it's not mechanically hard, but it's like just the level of perseverance to like do stuff for hours on end is very very challenging. Oh, but yeah, I think this is something that like anyone can do. And even like I guess if you don't think you have enough time to do this, I think that it teaches you how to make time to do it because this is a game where you can do both active things and passive things. Like some grinds are very active, some grinds are very passive. Like Slayer is very active. Agility is pretty active. Um, but then you have like wood cutting and mining and some AFK stuff that like you can do it on your phone while you're, you know, maybe not everyone can, AFK on their phone at work, but if you're watching a movie, you can AFK on your phone, or if you're on like a road trip, you can kind of have this on the side while you're kind of not driving, but while you're, a passenger on like a plane, or maybe not on a plane. I don't know if there's Wi maybe there's Wi-Fi on planes these days that allow you to play it, but there's a lot of time that you realize you're dedicating towards things that you could also be grinding in this game. So I think like this is something that like, it might not be something that everybody wants to do, and that's fine. But I think like if you're someone who like wants to capture that feeling of like, whatever owning a Ferrari is, I think pursuing something like this, it doesn't even have to be RuneScape. It could be something else that you could be an artist or you could be a writer, something that like takes a significant amount of work to do, and maybe thousands of hours of your life that might seem like a waste of time to some people. I think that like really it almost defines you in a way. Like I guess you develop such like an emotional attachment to some of these things, like whether it's, playing a video game or creating a piece of art, um, making a video game, writing a story, your job. You develop that like kind of emotional attachment to it, and that's what I guess gives meaning to things in life. And I think that when there's sacrifice for that kind of passion, that's what kind of adds the emotional weight to it. Like if you think about in like any movie, it wouldn't really be a movie if everyone was just always having a good time in the movie. Like there's got to be like some sort of conflict to the story usually. Oh, okay, so we got two of these guys. Ooh, did I drink the potion? I guess maybe I didn't drink the potion. Yeah, so wow. Yeah. This is so oh gosh. Yeah, having some sort of emotional I'm just walking up to him. Emotional attachment to something. I feel like I was like approaching like maybe I already said the point, but there feels like there should be like something else with that point that I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of like really like lightheaded. I'm just so many emotions right now. Oh gosh. All right. I think I might take a little break from talking for a bit just because I kind of want to focus a little bit on this. I wanted to make this entertaining maybe, but like maybe have some interesting insights. But unless something comes up, I think I'm just going to try to I guess maybe savor the moment or something a bit. Yeah. So yeah, enjoy the whatever comes up next. Feels weird with the silence, like I should be saying something. Usually I have like music or like a YouTube video going on. What wave are we on? 31. So we're about halfway done. I just realized my toxic blowpipe was on long range this entire time. That makes sense. I was like, oh, I saw this defense thing up here. I was like, I feel like I'm not attacking fast. Like maybe everything's just going in slow motion, but I feel like, maybe that's why I wasn't killing certain things fast enough because I didn't have the DPS. When I get to this stage, it's kind of nice because I can just kind of chill for a bit because it takes a little bit to beat this guy, this 360. I can not worry about anything else for a moment. Kind of readjust my hands. My hands kind of hurt because I went kayaking yesterday. So, when you do like a workout and that you're kind of sore the next day. So I'm still kind of like my upper body's a bit sore from kayaking, but it was really fun. All right, we you got that guy. What's the experience? 28,000. So yeah, we should definitely be able to get it. Something I kind of want to do too is that this is like my 13th fire cape, so maybe, just to celebrate, if I get this, I will do I haven't sacrificed any of my capes to get the pet, the Jad pet, so maybe I will do that too, just to because it would be really cool if we got 99 Slayer with the Jad pet at once. That would be pretty cool. Ooh, man, just seeing that so close. Um, a little bit of context, I guess. I don't know if I've said this before. I don't know what I've said already, what I haven't. But with I keep track of all my skill progress in this game since I started this journey to wanting to max in December, I think it was, of 2023. It's currently July 2024, so it's been quite a bit. I think I was at like 19 something um, total level. But yeah, I had 0 99s at the time, so I've gotten 99s on like other accounts, but this account specifically, I didn't have any 99s late last year. And sorry. I didn't have any 99s late last year, and so I've been documenting the progress, and I feel like I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about Slayer, this grind in particular. I don't remember. I was probably like in the 70s Slayer when I started, and I would do a little bit of Slayer here and there over the course of the time from December 2023 to now. I could go back and like take a look at, because I've been recording a lot of that, but I remember around this, like May 20 something, I think I got 99 fletching. I'm just going to leave this on. I think I have plenty of restores I can use. Don't want to do any mistakes. I think I got like 99 fletching and 99 prayer around like May 19th or something. And yeah, um, it was around that time when I was like, I think after that, I'm going to start the Slayer grind. I was also really close to 99 mining. So when I was AFK, when I could AFK stuff, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about like, you pick when you want to do active stuff or when you want to do passive stuff with this game, with this grind. And I think that, I would do a lot of my passive stuff would be mining, and a lot of my active stuff was Slayer around the end of May. And so that was 2 months ago, and I think I was around level 85, um, around level 85 Slayer. So it's taken me about 2 months to get from 85 to 99. Um, so I guess that just kind of puts into context how long it took to go, 14 levels. And rune crafting was my previous skill that took the longest. That took about 33 days to do from 80 to 99. So this one taking 60 days to go from 85 to 99. It's just like a lot longer. It's interesting because Slayer is a more popular skill, relatively speaking, than rune crafting, and that's because you can do a lot more. It's more active. It's more like people don't may not want to just like sit there and do something, you know, over and over again for 33 days, which is what rune crafting is. You're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. Whereas Slayer, it's, you could do stuff like this where there's like kind of more diverse content with it. So I think that's kind of the reason why. But I don't know. I think I'd rather do something repetitive over and over again. I don't know if that says something about me, but it's just, um, yeah, I don't know. My experience with this skill has just been, it hasn't been bad. It's just been, challenging in a good way. It's like one of those things where it's like I say I hate the skill, but like it's one of those things where when you have like I don't know, maybe back in the day when you're ooh, when you like make friends over like sharing in like a negative experience or something, like you can kind of vent about a negative experience with someone and like that builds your friendship, and it's like without that negative experience you wouldn't have that um I guess connection. And so I just think it's like a similar kind of feeling where like it's like overcoming like climbing a mountain, like it's that relief at the top of the mountain that feels really good, and you wouldn't be able to have that relief without braving through the negative. So it kind of doesn't sound very intuitive, but I feel like people understand what that feeling is like. um yeah. All right, taking some damage there. What I've kind of been doing is I've kind of been doing some um using some blood spells and using some blowpipe specs, just to kind of heal throughout this. I try not to use too many Ceridome and Bruise because I feel like with the Bruise, I'm just going to heal a little bit off this guy. With the Bruise, it kind of messes with your stats a little bit, and I I don't really like having to do like bruise and then restores if I don't have to. I think it's just like a preference thing. I think there's like some things that I don't like about it, and it's not like I don't like about it, so I'm never gonna do it. But it's just one of those like it adds more complexity to it that I want it to be smooth. But because it lowers your stats, like you see, it says like negative attack, strength, range, and magic. What can happen sometimes that can be difficult, I guess. Not it's not difficult. It's just kind of like an extra thing, but you need like level 92 to cast blood barrage and 94 to cast ice barrage, and if I do this it lowers my magic down to 88. So it's not the end of the world. It's just sometimes it can be kind of finicky where I brew at a time where I'm also doing magic, and it can make it so that I can't cast that spell anymore. And I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah. So we're just getting some health back because we're at 78, and I can take off the protect from magic, but I just don't want to take any chances. You know, we have plenty of supplies. It's another thing about Slayer is that it's some tasks are you make a lot of money, and some tasks you lose a lot of money. And sometimes you'll get these tasks where you got two of them where you get a lot of money, but they're usually tasks that are slower. And so when you're going on a grind like this, like my number one goal isn't to get a lot of money in this game. My number one goal is to max my account. And so uh, Slayer can be a skill that costs a ton of money with cannonballs and with prayer potions, and I use the Venator bow a lot. And that's one of the things it's interesting because Slayer, there's so many ways to do it. You can do it for money. You can do it for there he is. You can do it for money. You can do it for experience. And I was doing it for experience, so it was kind of like annoying at times. Oh, I put my crossbow on. it was kind of annoying at times, like losing so much money in prayer potions and in, you know, supplies where I'm like, I'm not making anything. Like I could be picking up drops, but it's one of those, if you've played this game and you watch like high level accounts where they just drop stuff, and you're like, you're dropping so much money in supplies. Like I would never ever be that rich to just in this game to just not pick up certain things that cost money. Like I would still pick up like anything that's like 5k, I think, at least. But like there's just a lot of times where I'm like, a younger me would like be so like maybe cringed out at me, like just like not picking up some of these items that I'm just letting disappear, and it's because I just want to get the task done as soon as possible. So ultimately, I've been losing some money in Slayer. I've been getting some money in Slayer, but especially over these last couple of levels where I'm just ready to be done with it, I've been losing money. Like in this task right now, I'm just going through some supplies and I'm not really, I'm getting like toe cool, which I guess I could be buying some stuff to, get some money back. But a lot of these tasks I've just been not really concerned about the money waste. It's been, uh, there we go. Wanted to get the freeze off. I've just been grinding the experience, and even then, it's slow. It's been very slow, um, especially relative to other skills. Like it's crazy how slow EXP per hour Slayer is. Like right there, it says 24,000 Slayer experience per hour, and I think you know all I've been really doing is like cannoning tasks and like this Jad task. I did like 2 Black Demon tasks in the Chasm of Fire today, back to back, and I did Trolls, which is a quick task, and I did Hellhounds, which is it's pretty slow without the Venator bow, but the Venator bow makes a lot of tasks a lot more bearable. Um, so yeah, if you have like the money to invest in a Venator bow, I definitely would highly recommend getting one of those. It's a very nice weapon, but you do like spend some money on charges and whatnot, but it's worth it. Um, oof. I feel like I had like something else on my mind, but you know, I'm thinking of like a real YouTuber would like cut a lot of these like awkward pauses out of the clip, but I feel like it's kind of, if I ever do look back on like something like this, I feel like having the pauses kind of just like shows, I guess, maybe more emotion in it. I don't know. I feel like I I don't really like watching myself back, so I don't know if I ever will, but I think just like capturing like the raw footage of like what it was like when I was getting this will be cool to maybe look back on one day. It would be cool to do this for the actual Max Cape itself too. Um, Hoping to get that in like, maybe a week, because all there is really is attack and defense. And I guess one of the things that I was kind of thinking going into this Slayer grind was, if you played RuneScape, there's like people who say like you shouldn't do Nightmare Zone because you can just get those skills to 99 while you're doing Slayer, but because Slayer is such like a varied thing, I found myself not really using melees as often as I would range or mage. I feel like I would always use range or mage, um, because I just wanted to get the tasks done quickly. There's like barrage tasks, which are magic tasks, and then there's cannon tasks, which are range. And then with the Venator bow, um, with the Venator bow, it's just you would prioritize, probably at least I would prioritize just getting the task done with the Venator bow and doing them a range method over a melee method, and that's like everything like, blood velds, abyssal demons, hellhounds, pretty much anything in the catacombs. I would just use the Venator bow. And then, cannon with the black demons and greater demons and chasm of fire, cannoning suckas or sukas. They don't have a U, so I don't know if they're sukwas because there's no U in it. That's, something that, anyway. Sukas, suckas, sukwas, however you pronounce them. They're cannon. Calphites, cannon. Everything is either cannon or barrage these days. I feel like that's the method, and you're blowing through so many supplies. And so yeah, I think my point was that I didn't really do a lot of melees. So I think, oh gosh, I forgot to equip that. The only time I really did melee was like dragons. And that's because I had like the dragon hunter lance or whatever it is, and ooh, I feel like I want to heal. Yeah, because sorry, I had the dragon hunter lance, and I guess like if you're an Iron Man, you probably won't get the dragon hunter lance. So maybe you just range dragons or just skip dragons. So bottom line, I feel like you don't really do a lot of melees as much as I thought I would. So I think I would do Nightmare Zone more than there was always that hesitation to do Nightmare Zone because it's like, why would I just like, it doesn't seem efficient. But I think that like in hindsight, if I were to do this all over again, I would Nightmare Zone melees. I don't think I would Nightmare Zone any range or magic. I don't think that I would need to if I was going for max. Maybe if you were going for like if your end game goal wasn't to like PVM, um, then maybe I would do like there's like a barraging or chinning like the Monkey Madness 2 caves or something. I would probably do that there, not Nightmare Zone. Um, I'm not really like an expert in this game. Like there's so many people who know what they're talking about. I'm just kind of explaining like my thought process based on my personal experiences. I'm not like looking at like the numbers that intensely. I'm not considering myself an influencer who wants to tell you how to play the game. This is just, how I have done it so far. And yeah, so what I would kind of do if I were to do it again is I would probably Nightmare Zone my melees all the way to 99 whenever I wanted to. I don't think it really matters with uh sorry, these are the ones where I feel like I lose my train of thought a little bit because there's the range and the melee. So I want to like freeze the melee and freeze the stuff, but I also want to do blowpipe on the ranger. I don't know. But yeah, I would probably Nightmare Zone the melees. Um, and I'll show you my range and mage. Like right now, I'm doing range and mage. I'm not doing any melees, and I do like every Jad test because it's good experience. And I've got like 18 million magic experience and 15 million range experience, so I've been doing a lot of that. Um, and I'm still not. I've been probably nightmare zoning most of my melees anyway. Just like bossing and nightmare zone. But like with bossing, I think that like you'd probably want to get your combats as high as possible before even bossing anyway. So there's also at nightmare zone you can get the what is it? Oh, he's hitting me. At Nightmare Zone, you can get like herb sacks every day, and I kind of treat herb sacks as like a farming run in a way, where like um, you can just go there once per day, get some herb sacks. I think you get 10 herbs per sack, and you get like 15 per day, so that's like 150 herbs, um, which isn't like a lot of them are Guams and Marintils and like cheap ones, but like for training your combats in like an AFK way, like going back to the whole thing of like playing, anyone can play this game, anyone can AFK this on the side. If you AFK your combat skills, like if your goal in this game is mostly just to do like PVM content, you can like do a lot of the AFKs on the side while you play other games. Like if there's like another game that you like to play, um, you can definitely do like Nightmare Zone on the side while you grind up your account in order to oh sorry, in order to get to that PVM content. I think this game is really good at combating like instant gratification that we experience, and it's like if you know that one day you might want to try the bossing in this game, you can be like, okay, well, this game will still be around. I mean, it's been around for 20 plus years. Old School's been around for like 11, I think, but like the game RuneScape has been around for like 20 plus years. So, and they've somehow been able to, like, while most games have like power creep, this game has like some power creep probably, but I think like overall for a game that's lasted so long, the amount of power creep that there is in relation to the game's longevity is pretty kind of impressive. How it hasn't gotten like super out of control. Um, I don't know what I'm even talking about. Oh yeah, pretty much just yeah. Bottom line is, I feel like Nightmare Zone. I would probably do more of that. If I were to ever make another account. Um, Really, at the end of the day, it's however you want to get there, and whatever kind of process works for you. And if it's AFKing, that doesn't really devalue, the accomplishment, because you know, there's still like by AFKing the game, I think you're still in a way strategizing how you're going to play the game, if that makes sense. Which is kind of, it feels weird to think about, but like yeah, by like not playing the game and AFKing, you're still kind of in a way playing the game, even if it's at a like passive state. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really an expert. This is so. Oh, this is such a scuffed video. We're almost there. Five more waves. Ooh, yeah. Wow. It's just a lot of things flooding in. Wonder what it's gonna feel like when you actually like max the account. I feel like I'm not even like a super like emotional guy, but it's just like the anticipation is kind of like what it's been like for a while. It's like, you're sitting here, you're like, it could be like a month from now will be maxed, and it's like all this kind of like time investment and effort going into this feeling that I might get like a month from now. Notice my HP is kind of getting a little bit low, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some barraging. And I'm just going to switch to that because I think I might need a couple. Ooh. There's like a piece of me that's like, what if I like mess up on Chad? Uh, and it's like I don't know if I will, but it's like, there's always that possibility. Like, what if I just like black out for a second and I mess up? Uh, what are we on? We're about to be on wave 60. I'm gonna restock some of this. Switch to this real quick. Get out of that range. Okay, we got two of those guys. Should be fine. Yeah. See if we can get this guy down before the melee comes and freeze the melee or just trap the melee the old-fashioned way. Yeah, he's coming. All right. Oh, did I not freeze him? Uh-oh. It's because I have my thing set to blood still. All right. Oh, got a little too close to him. Like just brushing my teeth before like doing this, but my mouth feels so so like I don't know. Oh, think we might do another stamina potion. So close. So close. Ooh. Gotta remember to get my screenshot all set up. Alright, we got two of these guys. Freeze one. Freeze the other. Switch to that. And so the next wave is going to be the two majors. And in that wave, I'm going to prep for Jad. And what I like to do to prep for Jad is I like to drink a brew and just get my hit points and stuff well above 99, just in case I do something stupid. And yeah, I think we're home free if as long as we don't mess that up. I'm gonna make sure that this is set to long range just in case. Oop. Yeah, so the crossbow's set to long range. This is still set to rapid. I'm gonna keep my special attack up. Get some of that, because why not, just in case. Alright, so I like to do the orange one last, because the orange one is where Jad spawns, so I can go straight into attacking Jad right after I do the orange one. Alright. And then we're gonna drink a ranging potion. So we're gonna do, yeah. We almost got him around. I'm going to drink a Ceradomin brew right about now. And we'll get super restored up. And a ranging potion. And I think we're all set. I'll just drink the stamina because why not? Alright. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm prayer flicking. Get my fingers warmed up. I got that. Alright, we got range, magic. When he goes on his hind legs, it's magic. When he slams, it's range. And we'll try to venom him. Alright, and then we're going to get the healers out. Still on magic. Range. Magic. Range. Still range. Gonna drink one of those. Magic. Get rid of these healers. Range. Magic. And we're home free, I think. Magic. Alright. Ooh, keep it close. I took my hand off for a second. Nah, just doing that for the suspense. Alright. Oh, that's nice. I think oh, we did it. I didn't get the screenshot ready, but let's see if it saved it in the Discord. Oh, yes, we got it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna save this photo. Feels pretty good. Oh man. Feel like I should be like doing something right now, but I just want to make sure I get this photo saved. All right. Let's get this photo up. Kind of want to just show it on camera. I'm like trying to find it in the folders and I'm just kind of having like a brain fart. My brain feels very. All right, there it is. So we got 99 Slayer photo right there. Wow, feels good. You got the experience drop. Yeah, taking the 75 was I want to say it was planned, but it wasn't. I was just being um I think when you have like a brain fart for a second. Oh man. All right, so yeah, we got the fire cape. We got the 99 Slayer right there. Let's um let's see if we get a pet. I think I'll do 10 capes. Just to see if we get the pet, because that would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, so I think we talked to this guy. I have a cape here. No, how do I get the pet? Oh, what did you call me? I have a fire cape here. Oh, no, I don't think that's it. There should be someone, I think. Let's look this up real quick. See if there's I've never done this. All right, so players who don't want their cape can sell it to the guy for a chance of obtaining a Jad pet or 8,000 Toku. Um, Maybe I'll do this another time because I don't know. I don't want to just sell it back for 8,000 Toku. Maybe I'll have to look that up. What did you call me? I feel like this is probably it. Do you want to sell it back? Okay, we'll try one. And I know it says, sorry, don't want to sell their fire cape for the choice of obtaining. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it another time because I don't want to accidentally just like throw these away. Um, because that's like 45 minutes, 50 minutes out the window. Um, all right, so yeah, we're gonna go get the cape. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. We have 147,000 Tokul. We are going to deposit all that. I'm gonna put this up here. All right. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the stats. That's cool. All right. We'll save this. Maxing journey. Slayer. Stats. So we have four levels to go. Playtime, we're at 151 days. 151 days, 22 hours. Playtime. All right, so we're gonna go get the. I'm gonna actually get some of these capes too, so I can teleport away. We're gonna go to Slayer Master. Wow, done with Slayer. That is crazy. Um, we'll get an assignment too. Vampires, okay. Maybe we'll do that one day. Talk to more options. Skill cape. Yeah, I've always wanted one. And I always just get two just because even though it doesn't really matter anymore, because you can do like the bank things. Oh wow. Okay, so we got, there it is. 99 Slayer. Oh boy, let's get the with Kuradil there. That's the front, and then we'll get the back right there, and then we'll get the emote, and the emote is, it's kind of a bad emote, but you know. Oh wait, let's nah, that's a bad screenshot. Let's try again. I want to do it while they're coming down, I think. While I'm about to stomp. Yeah, like that. There we go. That's a good one. All right, so that's the emote. I think that's it. Well, I feel like I don't know if this was a good video or not. Maybe it'll be cool to look back on getting 99 Slayer. Um, it was a grind. I wish I feel like I should give some cool closing remarks, but we're not even maxed yet. We got a few more to go. So hopefully within the week we'll get it. But yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.